Oh my gosh.
Oh, with that Dagon looking suit that they wear.
Yeah.
No one talks about that.
Thing.
It looked like that creepy ass fish god from like ancient Sumeria.
Wait, what's a Dagon?
From the Philistines. Look it up. Dagon. Look at the hat that he has is straight up a Dagon hat, man.
Wait,
the fish god.
The fish god.
Dagon the fish god.
Yeah, look it up.
Okay, wait.
Dagon the fish god.
You know I absolutely hate looking this stuff up on the fly. How do you spell Dagon?
Dagon.
So if I'm looking up Dagon the fish god versus the Pope or Pope hat?
Yeah, you'd probably find a picture, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Searching results for the mitre hat of Pope and bishops.
Just go to images.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, look at this. Here's the first one that comes up. Here it is. Oh my gosh, there's a million of these things. Look at this. So a lot of people are saying that the Dagon fish hat is the same as what the Pope wears. Okay. Ancient Dagon fish worship.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You made your point, Quaku.
You know what else? There's another point that was made. The point of the knife that cut into the Jewish children, of the blood that Pope Innocent VIII drank. This is not a conspiracy theory. Have you read about this?
Yeah, that one's messed up.
He got sick and they brought him like 3 Jewish kids and they cut open the Jewish kids and he drank their blood.
To try to get him better.
It's a weird bloodletting thing. That's a real thing that happened in history.
Well, that was, I know, all the way up until I just went and I toured.
Carden.
Yeah.
Before you start trying to make excuses for drinking the blood of Jewish children for 1 minute, just don't be an apologist for 1 second, dude.
I'm not making excuses.
He drank the blood of Jewish children! The leader of the Catholic Church! They're mad that Joseph Smith put a rock in a hat, and they're literally drinking L'chaim's blood. Do you understand how weird that is?
Yes, I completely understand how weird it is, and I'm not making excuses, okay? I'm oh my gosh. I'm trying to
also was the same guy who was
contextualize
burning
things,
witches like crazy, and he
okay,
Pope
we
Innocent
get
VIII
it.
was crazy.
You have Pope Julius II who like straight up said that his predecessor was inspired by the devil.
The Borgias. Cesare Borgia. Oh, okay, so Cesare Borgia.
What is all this stuff?
Cesare Borgia? Crazy
Wait,
mofo?
there was a pope that... hold on, I got to do this one at a time.
Pope Julius II. He's my favorite. He was the battle pope.
So
legit.
Pope Julius II literally said the previous pope before him was inspired by the devil?
Yes.
We're talking about I believe he's referring to the Borgia family. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of popes have been so, crazy.
Dude, I'm looking at this. Okay, so wait. Pope Julius II.
Yeah, man.
You walked in at a good one.
Oh my gosh. Pope Julius II condemns previous pope? Like, oh my gosh. I don't even know what I'm going to look up when there's pictures of... He was called the warrior pope. Okay, you're totally right. So
he was the bomb.
Okay, it says right here that Julius sought to drive the French from Italy. Okay, that's a noble cause.
Yep.
But no, but in this, he was less successful. During the war, which lasted from 1510 to 1511, some of the cardinals went over to the French and called a council of their own. In response, Julius forged an alliance with Venice and Ferdinand II of Spain of Naples, then called the Fifth Lateran Council to condemn the actions of the rebellious cardinals.
So here is what he said.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up. So, and this is on Wikipedia if you want to pull it up for people to see.
Oh, okay. I'll look that up.
So he said, I will not live in the same rooms as the Borgias lived. Right? So okay, let's back up a little bit. He took the name Julius, only used by a single 4th century predecessor, Julius I, and was pope for 9 years, 1503 to 1513. From the beginning, Julius II set out to defeat the various powers that challenged his temporal authority in a series of complicated stratagems. He first succeeded in rendering it impossible for the Borgias to retain their power over the papal states. Indeed, on the day of his election, he declared, I will not live in the same rooms as the Borgias lived. He, Alexander VI, desecrated the Holy Church as none before. He usurped the papal power by the devil's aid, and I forbid, under the pain of excommunication, anyone to speak or think of Borgia again. His name and memory must be forgotten. It must be crossed out of every document and memorial. His reign must be obliterated. All paintings made of the Borgias or for them must be covered over with black crepe. All the tombs of the Borgias.
This guy, Julius II. Okay, keep going.
All the tombs of the Borgias must be opened and their bodies sent back to where they belong, to Spain.
Oh,
So why
Well,
did
so
he say
maybe
this
it was
kinda-
more political and anti-Spanish.
No,
let
That's
me
what
explain.
Wikipedia tries to make it sound like.
Let me explain
okay.
what these guys did. So the pope before this guy was Alexander the Sixth. All right,
It was messed up.
Alexander the
Okay.
Sixth.
You can't
and
look this one up.
His son was a cardinal named Cesare Borgia.
Okay.
You ever heard
Wait,
of
his son? Wait, the Pope had the son? I thought they were all celibate. Or is this one of those guys that went to the clergy later?
No, it was either his son or his like adopted son.
Okay, cool.
But again, it's like, this is the rules weren't as strict back then. You know what I'm saying? They were
Okay.
drinking the blood of kids.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm
so-
gonna focus.
this is a thing called the banquet of chestnuts.
Oh man, I
In
think
the
you
Vatican
mentioned this once
apartments, Cesare Borgia decided to throw a party.
before. Okay.
And he invited the high-scale prostitutes from all over Europe to come, okay? And
Okay.
he put them in this nice little banquet room.
Oh gosh.
And you know what else he did?
I
He
don't.
invited his cardinal buddies.
Okay.
And he made them have an orgy.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
But he made them like sit on the chestnuts as they were all having and he was throwing jewelry at them as they were having
Okay, I'm looking this
I'm
up
not
right
kidding.
now. Here it is. I can't believe I'm looking at this. Okay, so
Yeah.
here is Wikipedia. We're actually going to make this a little bit clearer.
Sorry,
so
the
audience
Papal
can see.
Palace, not the Vatican Apartment,
Okay,
which
so-
is worse. But.
So here it is, the banquet of chestnuts.
Yep.
I think you might have mentioned this once vaguely before. I don't really quite remember this.
We
but
talked
the
about it on
banquet
Stone
of
16
chestnuts
though.
Yep.
is particularly a supper purportedly held in the Papal Palace by former Cardinal Cesare Borgia. He's the Borgias that we were talking about,
Yep.
right? Son of Pope Alexander VI in 1501. An account of the banquet is preserved in a Latin diary by proto-notary apostolic and master of ceremonies Johann Burchard. And apparently it says that he had, quote, oh, this is a really funny quote. In the Vatican chambers, there were, quote, 50 honest prostitutes. I don't know what an honest means in comparison to like a dishonest one.
It means their hips didn't lie, Carden.
Their hips didn't lie. All right. Okay. And they're called courtesans who danced after dinner. This is the translation, with the attendants and others who were present at first in their garments, then naked. So it was strip show. Okay. After dinner, the candelabra with the burning candles were taken from the tables and placed on the floor, and chestnuts were strewn around, which the naked courtesans picked up, creeping on hands and knees between the chandeliers. Well, oh my gosh, this is scandalous. While the Pope Cesare and his sister Lucretia looked on. Finally, prizes were announced for those who could perform the act, most often with the courtesans, such as tunics of silk, shoes, barrets, and other things.
So Julius II was correct that
The Pope-
they had desecrated this.
The Pope was looking on at an orgy with his son and his daughter. They're mad because Joseph Fielding Smith is like, no, I'm gonna take this part of church history out real quick. I don't want you to know because they ridiculed my grandpa in Congress. They're mad about a page that he took out but still kept in the record. They're begging in the palace. What on earth? This is I'm sorry. These guys this church has been bug nutty for since the get-go. And they're like, well, this was not founded by Jesus. I'm sorry. He did not. No. Okay. Sorry. No.
So I think you've made your point, Kwaku. Is there
really
any last?
haven't, but okay, yeah.
Oh, well, is there? Oh, geez, man. Is there
Apparently
anything
you can't
more?
say
Is there
that
anything
part on
more we have
YouTube.
to throw out, Kwaku?
Catholic church history is so insane.
It is.
Well, because it's world history, bro. It's a 2,000-year-old church. It's world history.
But I thought it was headed by Jesus. Why
Well,
would
look-
Jesus have an oppressive church?
because he
That's done so much-
allows people
In his name?
to make. No, in fact,
That's taking his name in vain.
That's taking his name in vain. In fact, it's the biggest mistranslation of the Ten Commandments is people say they think that, oh, don't take the Lord's name in vain means, oh, don't say, oh my God, and you're good. No, it means don't behave in the name of God in vain and ambitious ways.
Like banging on chestnuts
Yeah.
with a bunch of Swedish prostitutes as the Pope throws jewelry on them.
Yeah.
Hey, they were honest though. Okay,
They were honest.
whatever that.
There's an honest
I'm
prostitute
gonna
at
get
least. What
Brittany.
is
I'm
that?
gonna be like, hey babe, can you be an honest courtesan? What? I'm saying, like, she'll be like, what on earth is that? Like, okay. Anything else? I'm gonna wrap this
I'm
one
just
up.
saying, like, you know, Ed, am I crazy here?
Do you have a hot mic?
Do I have a hot mic? Yeah, we can turn that one on right
this
over
one on?
here. Here you go. You can jump on. Hit it, bro.
I'll just say I am so glad it took 45 minutes to get through security
Oh,
because I missed apparently most of what Kwaku had to say. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm busy trying to build alliances between Catholics and Jews in Hollywood and Latter-day Saints. And look at what you're doing.
I'm making it harder.
Jeez.
I have no issue with but I bet a lot of Catholics will agree with what I'm saying. I got no
And
issue.
that's the thing that we've got to, I think, focus on better is we are all, I think, against, and we need to make it more about that.
You would
and
be
not
surprised, though.
against Catholic priests.
The amount of people I like who are literally like is crazy.
Really?
Like did I ever tell you the story from high school? There's a kid I sent to prison in high school.
What?
Yeah. So there's a kid.
job.
If you look him
What
up, his
the
name
heck?
is okay. His name's if you type in and arrested Cypress, Texas. Okay.
Oh, jeez. I feel
In high school, this kid who was kind of a weirdo. We're in class, and he says to the whole class, "Hey, you guys promise not to freak out if I show you something," which is definitely what you want to hear in the age of school shootings, right?
Jeez.
He opens his
Okay.
backpack and he takes out a machete in a sheath, a
Okay.
sword. Okay.
Okay.
And so the teacher, she was a genius. She was like, "Oh, Walter, put that away. Let's keep going." And she keeps teaching the lesson because she didn't want to freak out and have him start massacring people, right? The bell rings. I go straight to the principal. I'm like, "Hey, you guys know? Yeah, that guy's got a sword. Can you please arrest him?" They arrest him. His bail is set at like $16,000, something like that. But then they were monitoring him, and they found out afterward that he had a bunch of child in his computer from local children in Houston.
Oh, man.
And now he's in prison. And that never would have happened if I hadn't reported him to But the point is, it's like it wasn't just me. But the point is, this guy right here.
Ooh, that's rough, man.
Yeah. Bad dude. But point is, there's a lot of these people, and I think the narrative throughout Scripture actually shows that like the most wicked people in society are these. And I think what we've discovered right now with the Ghislaine Maxwell trial and how it connects to the royal family and all these celebrities and these politicians is that these wicked people in high places, these Gadianton robbers, whatever you want to call them, these people always end up being kid diddlers. And that's really important to recognize because Satan's system is always to destroy children. I mean, this is why like they're putting through the fires of Moloch. He's always demanding the sacrifice and the destruction of children because children have an innocent energy, a divine celestial energy to them that these devils want. And so it's impossible to separate that from Catholic Church leadership and see that there's a direct level of satanic inspiration in Catholic Church leadership. Not the people. The people I'm saying are Christians, and I'm saying I don't think they're going to hell. I think they're going to heaven. But I'm saying that the leadership has a lot of direct inspiration straight from hell. And it's something people don't want to recognize or think about because it's uncomfortable. But it's 2022. We got to get uncomfortable. If we're going to save this world, we got to get uncomfortable.
Okay. We done?
Yeah, let's save the world by getting
All right.
uncomfortable.
Right on.
Thank you.
Bash those
Kwaku L.
Catholics.
Jeez, man, you guys are freaking insane. Done.